Today I'll be working on the tomatoes here. These tomatoes are about 6 weeks since transplanting. So today the task here will be doing the trellis. The trellising mainly being, providing a supporting structure for the crops, for the tomatoes, yeah, whereby now the crop will be able to, to grow properly without touching the ground. These tomatoes are determinate variety, and you can see they are producing several suckers. Yeah, and as the suckers come up, they are quite heavy and they are touching the ground. So to avoid the plant touching the ground, this brings about this exposes the plant to fungal infections and all that. So I want to make sure that the crop is well supported and it doesn't touch the ground. And whatever, if there are any leaves down there, I'll be doing the pruning. So the trail is what I'm doing is I'm using what is available at the moment. There are these branches that I got after trimming the trees that were here that were covering this area, so to allow for the sunlight to hit this ground properly, to hit the tomatoes properly. So that's what I'm using for the support. And then I'll be using this simple knitting thread, to tie the tomatoes to the posts. Yeah, that's what I'll be using to support. You can use anything, any locally available material like banana fiber, make it into a twine or a thread or a rope, and then you can use that to trellis your tomatoes. But I had this thread already. This is just a simple knitting thread. It's cheap and locally available. So that's what I'm going to be using to do the trellising for these tomatoes. After the trellising, of course, you can see there are some weeds. The other thing will be to make sure that I clear up the weeds. So to ensure there is no competition for nutrients, and there is no, I don't allow any, I don't create a ground for hosting pests and disease, any pests. So that with that now I'll ensure that I have a healthy crop. So there are various ways of doing this. So depending on what you're comfortable with, you can choose whatever method you're comfortable with to do the trellis. There's this one that you can use the branches on each and every crop. There's one that you can put in the the support at the middle. Then you do you put the ropes to support the crop. There's also the famous Florida weave, whereby you just you twine you put the rope, the twine, weaving as if you're weaving, and that is also easier and faster as well. So it depends. So for me now in this method, I'm going to be, because I already had this available, I'm going to be supporting, using the post on each and every crop. Do tie the crop each, whatever the I tie the branch that I'm supporting. Then using a simple, as I said, using this simple knitting thread. I'm just going to get my thread, then look for where there's a branch. You see where there is a strong branch, making sure I don't cause any damage to the crop. So I gently do a small knot here, then depending on the length of the stem, you can like this to make sure it fully supports the crop. Then I'll tie it onto the post. So I'll cut the thread up to the size that I require. Then I tie that to this. And you'll see now that particular branch is now off the ground. So there's also now a few of these leaves that are touching the ground. I can easily now prune them off to ensure that it doesn't harbor any. I'm a good host for pest, especially fungal infections. So I prune this off. I'm going to dump this into the compost, for future, as I make my compost manure that I'm going to later on come and incorporate into the soil. So that's how I go about it. Let's do another one. So this activity of trellising is an ongoing process. As the crop grows and more and more branches come up, you continue doing the support to ensure that all the branches are well supported, so that even when the fruiting starts, see now, because now most of these branches will have fruits, to ensure that they are well supported and they'll be able to carry the weight of the fruits. But this is as I've said, is an ongoing process. As the crop continues to grow, you can come and add up more and more of the supporting rope or even the posts, depending on the weight of the crop, to ensure that it's well supported and it's able to, the support, the trestles are able to support the crop and even the fruits once it starts fruiting. So this will be an ongoing process. So I'll finish up with the trestling, then I'll now do the weeding. As I go about this, I can also see signs of leaf miner. So leaf miner is mainly just it's an insect at the larval stage. Various insects at the larval stage that feed on the leaf tissue of the crop, and this can be, this can really affect the crop, the development of the crop. So I need to take care of this before it spreads. So there are signs of leaf miner, and as the name suggests, you can see it. Like there's some drill. It mines on the leaves, on the leaf tissue. And if this is not taken care of, they can easily spread and eat up the entire crop, and the crop will be able to dry. The crop will going to dry off. So this I need, once I'm done with the support and the weeding, I need to take care of this before it spreads to the entire, before it spreads to all the crops. So you need to take care of this. It's not everywhere, but you can see from some plants that there are signs of the leaf miners that needs to be taken care of immediately. Well, I'm done with the staking process. All the crops have been well supported. So as the crop grows now, this will be a continuous process. I'll be supporting them as they grow. Whatever the new shoots come up, or if I see any signs of the leaves touching the ground, I'll just continue adding some more rope or some more poles, depending on staking posts, just in case, depending on the need. The weeding as well, I've done the weeding as well. Now everything looks clean and neat. So this is something we should always strive to achieve, keeping the farm clean, neat, weed free, and the crops well supported. And with that, we'll be assured of a great harvest, definitely. So with that, thank you for watching. Till the next one, happy farming.